On February 25th, 2015, Bungie implemented patch 1.1.1 to Destiny. Within this patch, pulse rifles got a well-deserved base damage increase by 9.7%. Because of this damage increase, a question begins to surface. Which pulse rifle should I use for PvP? I plan on reviewing all relevant pulse rifles for PvP in the near future, but today I will start with Red Death. Before I continue, I would like to let you all know that there is no definitive way to obtain a Red Death. It's amongst the other exotic weapons that can only be obtained in a random drop from either a legendary engram, nightfall, raid, etc. It has been sold by Xur once in the past, so if you're wondering if you should hold onto your strange coins for the bladed burstfire weapon, stick around for my opinion. Beginning with the base stats and damage type, Red Death's damage is kinetic and can potentially max out at 331. The base stats are as follow. Rate of fire is 66, impact is 26, range is 33, stability is 44, reload speed is 76, and a magazine size of 27. For the first upgrade column, we have 3 different barrel options. The first is Accurized Ballistics, offering more range and impact, increased recoil. The actual endgame effect offers a 5% buff in damage, plus 10 to the range stat and minus 10 to the stability stat. Next up is Field Choke. This offers the same as Accurized Ballistics, more range and impact and increased recoil. The actual endgame effect offers a 5% buff in damage, plus 12 to the range stat and minus 15 to the stability stat. And lastly, Aggressive Ballistics, offering more predictable recoil, enhanced impact, shorter range, and more recoil. The actual endgame effect offers a 10% buff in damage, minus 5 to the range stat, and minus 5 to the stability stat. Out of the 3 barrel options, I tend to go with Aggressive Ballistics as it offers the highest increase to damage and the least amount of penalty to range and stability. The first of 2 bonus upgrades is Unflinching. The Unflinching upgrade reduces incoming flinch damage by 33%. Flinching is the effect that happens when you take incoming damage and your gun jumps around uncontrollably, making it more difficult to aim. This upgrade is great for PvP as it allows you to be able to concentrate better while lining up those ever important shots on your opponent. For the second upgrade column, we have Snapshot. Aiming this weapon is incredibly fast. The actual in-game effect offers a plus 30% speed buff to aim down sights, otherwise known as ADS. Next up is High Caliber Rounds. Oversized rounds built to stagger your targets and leave them reeling. Their mass makes a weapon harder to handle. The actual endgame effect increases the amount an enemy or player flinches when shot. And lastly, Single Point Sling. Switching weapons faster. Move quicker while aiming. The actual endgame effect offers a plus 50% buff to weapon swap speed and a plus 10% buff to movement speed. Out of the 3 upgrade options, I tend to go with High Caliber Rounds for that increase in flinching to my opponents. Although Snapshot and Single Point Sling are definitely not a bad alternative for PvP, feel free to experiment with all 3. The weapon's unique bonus upgrade is Red Death. Each kill heals you and speeds up reloads. This effect triggers your health and shield to regenerate instantly after dispatching your foe, allowing less downtime between enemy engagements. Overall, this upgrade pairs beautifully with Unflinching, allowing you to shrug off incoming damage, heal up, and move on to your next target. So let's talk about how many shots it will take to down an opposing player. Red Death deals 24 damage to the body and 36 damage to the head, meaning it will kill at most with 8 to 10 shots, which is about 3 to 4 bursts, and as little as 6 to 7 shots, which is about 2 to 3 bursts. This means it can kill an opposing player with just 2 bursts, all 6 shots hitting their head, if they happen to be running as little armor as possible. Before I give my rating, let's go over the pros and cons. The pros: high impact and reload stats. Unflinching and Red Death allow for multiple enemy engagements simultaneously. All 3 upgrades offered work extremely well in PvP. The cons: lower rate of fire than other pulse rifles. Range, stability, and magazine size are all decent but nothing incredibly great. No solid upgrade to range without penalty. Red Death is a stone cold killer weapon. It's practically built for PvP. All the tools it's given allows a weapon to thrive beautifully amongst its exotic brethren. While wielding this weapon, I couldn't find a definitive drawback, so I'm giving Red Death a perfect rating of 5 out of 5 for PvP. Since the 1.1.1 patch, this weapon has risen to the ranks of top tier PvP weapons. That's going to bring us to the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed this review because I plan to review plenty of other weapons in this fashion, as it allows me to give you guys plenty more at a time. I will also be reviewing Bad Juju very soon, and maybe a comparison video as well. If you like this review, feel free to like the video, like it again, like it 51 more times, comment, favorite, subscribe. I am Josh, your River City Gamer, and until next time, I'll see you later.